Hey bourbon fans, I'm Tim the Suburban Dad, and I'm here to help dads find great bourbon. There are tons of great bottles out there just sitting on the shelves. Some of those are store picks, single barrel selections. So here's some that I'm going to be hunting in 2024, and I think you should too. So let's get to it. For those of you who don't know, this is information that would apply to somebody who's newer to bourbon. So if you already are into bourbon, skip past this part for a little bit. A store pick is when a liquor store gets to connect with the distillery and select their own barrel from that company. Sometimes that means the owners of the liquor store go on site to the distillery and they get to try from different barrels. Sometimes the company just comes out to them and brings little samples. Either way, it's hand selected by that store owner. So it's different and almost always better than just the run-of-the-mill version of that same bottle. I'm going to be looking for Maker's Mark store picks, especially picks that include a lot of the seared French cuvee, the Maker's Mark 46 staves, and the roasted French mendiant. Those three have more of the rich, caramely dark fruit notes to them, so a very rich profile as opposed to light floral, that kind of thing. I'm always up for a good Elijah Craig barrel proof store pick, preferably one that's 10 plus years old. Those are getting less and less common nowadays. Usually they're like around 8 to 9 years old, but good old 10 years are still out there. And I'm looking for high proof. Lately I've been seeing some Elijah Craigs in the teens. That is not what I'm looking for in Elijah Craig. I'm talking 125 plus would be my ideal. Blue Note, uncut, unfiltered. This is one that I just happened to pick up one time at Total Wine. Their store pick was about 45 bucks. Amazing. Great quality for the price. I mean, holy crap. How many times can you find a barrel proof bourbon under 50 bucks anyways, much less one that's actually really tasty? So if you see the price on those jacked way up, which I've seen in some instances, it's still good up to 55 bucks maybe. But once they get past that, they're just ripping you off. Look for that 45, maybe 55 range. Really good. Here's one specific to Missouri. Sorry, everybody else. It's just a good reason to come visit. So Planters is a company that's local to Missouri, and they are putting out some fantastic single barrel picks. So far they have a standard 100 proof bottle that's pretty good. But then man, if you see one of these bad boys at a store near you, you best go ahead and snatch that up. About 70 bucks, I think, ish, give or take 5 probably. Very, very tasty, great stuff. Now, I'm not a fan of very many local Missouri whiskeys. In fact, I think this is the only one that I've tried that's actually any good. So I'm not just rooting for my hometown here. This one's legit. Knob Creek. And Knob Creek 9-year by itself is just amazing. The single barrels are amazing, and the store picks are fantastic. I have one that was just selected by Missouri, so a very broad selection, nothing even specific, and it is delicious. I will say, ironically, I've had one bad batch of Knob Creek store pick, and it was actually a 14-and-a-half-year-old pick, one of the old ones. It was not good. That was shocking. But that one didn't spoil it for me. I just moved on, tried a new bottle. This one is fantastic. So I'll be on the look for a good one of those. Here's one that I've never tried, but I'm very interested to. It's Green River Single Barrel. So I've tried both the Green River bourbon and the wheated bourbon, and I would love to try one of the single barrels. I think it's going to be amazing because those both were pretty darn good. High West Double Rye. I really enjoy just the plain old double rye. I also have gotten a rum finished double rye from Total Wine. It was really good. Now, kind of pricey for what you get. I think it was about 65 bucks. That being said, I really enjoyed it. It was about 101 proof, something like that. I will say on that one a little pricey, but overall they've got some intriguing flavors. Some duds that I wouldn't try, like Manhattan barrel finished and peated barrel finished. I don't want that. But rum finished, or I don't know. I don't even know what all my options are there, so I'd be curious to find some more. You've heard me mention them before, probably. Balcones. recently picked up my 4th bottle of True Blue cask strength. And this one is a store pick from, again, Total Wine. I've been going to Total Wine a lot, apparently. This one's aged for 55 months, which, okay, it's not quite 5 years. But in Texas years are like dog years with people. It's way older. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This one's 133.8 proof, so should be delicious. There's not been any other bottle that I've bought 4 versions of, so that should tell you something. Last but certainly not least, Old Dominick. They're starting to put out some of their own bourbons, which is amazing. They're still using some of their MGP barrels, which is also delicious, don't get me wrong. Be on the lookout for any of their store picks. I had one that I just recently finished from a couple years ago, and it was really, really, really tasty. Absolutely would get it again. They run for about 65 bucks, I think. There you have it, guys. What single barrel picks are you going to be on the lookout for this year? Which ones did I not mention that you think I should try? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, cheers.